If you don't like profanity, don't watch my content. This is what van life is. A never-ending project. I just found something fucking terrible. Okay, touch it. Fuck. A symbol of my undying devotion to this fucking van. Not to be dramatic. You learned it here. Van on the fucking moon. As many of you know, we have a road trip coming up very soon. And there's a lot of projects that I have been procrastinating for a long time that don't particularly deserve their own video. So I figured I would just pile them all together of all the random little shit I need to do before the road trip as one video. I've been living in this van for probably around a year now, and I've spent most of that time customizing it. This has become my little trippy spaceship time capsule where I lock myself in as my cocoon of existence. Which is all fine and dandy for me, but Matson doesn't want trippy spaceships riding on their boats, apparently. Which, if anyone's confused on what I'm even talking about, I live on Maui, and it's just time to go see the rest of the US. So I'm gonna ship my van to California, fly there, hop in the van, and start driving for a while. And by a while, I mean until I get to Florida, and then I'll buy a boat and keep going in that direction. So to follow the Matson rules of not having random items in the van, one thing that's gotta go is the fridge. Voila, all of its emptiness. I'm gonna give it a good cleaning and post it on Facebook Marketplace. Maybe somebody will give me like $200. This fridge has two ways to plug in. One 10 volt or 12 volt. The 12 volt hasn't been working for a while, and I think I just found out why. I unscrewed the top just to see, like, could I fix it if I wanted to? And out comes this little fuse that looks pretty fucked up, so I'll go replace that and see what we got. I'm just here troubleshooting the fridge, and it's blown 4 fuses now. I'm just about ready to give up on this thing. I'm honestly so fed up. Now the van won't even fucking start. Okay, come the fuck on. What the fuck? This road trip is off to a great start. It's honestly just about time that I take the van back into the shop. We've been DIY fixing everything for a while, and it's just due for some professionals. I don't know who I was trying to convince here, because immediately after I climbed under the van and started fixing it myself. This is how shit goes out here. I've got so much dirt in my eyes. I'm gonna get an infection. Not to be dramatic. Ah. It's just what's happening, so. Oh, and it's the wrong fucking size. That wanker at O'Reilly's was like, this'll fit. Wait. This one has 2 different. Ah! Yep, that's the face of someone who maybe should have taken it to a professional. Just wait till you guys see what I've got brewed up right now. This is some shit. I present to you the longest fuel filter ever. This was gonna be part of the like preparing for the road trip video, but honestly, this deserves its own fucking video. So if you're watching the road trip video, this is the last upload. And if you're watching this before the road trip video, then shout out to you for being an OG mooner. A symbol of my undying devotion to this fucking van. Because you guys can see why I'd marry the guy. He's long. I'm losing it, guys. I'm fucking losing it. I just found something fucking terrible. Okay, so you guys remember the flood, right? What the fuck? The one I've been talking about for months ever since it happened because it really fucked up a lot. Yeah, I just discovered another terrible aftermath. I don't even want to show it. Fuck, bro. I lifted this because I'm ordering new flooring. And found this. What the fuck, bro? My hand is literally shaking. Fuck. Like, that's probably genuinely toxic to be around. I need help. I finally organized the solar wires. I'll show you guys the before. They were wrecked. They were unorganized. I just slapped them up there. It's been like a year. That's exaggerating. It's been like, I don't know, 8 months or something with them just slapping the side, but now they're organized. Not perfect, definitely better. They don't hang off the side anymore. I was gonna strip the wires and like reconnect the MC4s, but I decided that zip ties would suffice. We're going for good enough, not perfect, remember that. Next up on my list of procrastinated projects are these bolts that hold the dashboard on, or lack thereof. We took the dashboard off to do some repairs for the windshield wipers. Whoa. Oh yeah. Ew, what the fuck? While it was off, I decided to spray paint it this cool color shift purple, and somewhere along that process, we lost 2 of 4 of the bolts. So I've only got 1 on each side holding this dashboard in place, and I want to shift that, so here we are. I even got washers because this washer is tiny and on the other side it's cracked. It's been like a year and a half since we took this off. This is what van life is, a never-ending project. It appears I've gotten the wrong bolts. This is just how shit goes sometimes, most of the time. I used the thread checkers. I brought this bolt in and did the thread checker thing. Wrong. Guess I can still replace the washers. Whatever, on to the next procrastinated project. Wow, that's fucking bright. Cheers. Having a papaya. The moon's shining down on me. And everything's coming together. I've went through a lot of trials and tribulations, hardships, failures. Downright, I'm just existing. But I think things are actually getting better. There's been other times that I thought like, things might be looking up. And they looked down. But this time, I think we really have reached a fulcrum point and a big shift is here. there's a lot of upgrades that I want to make on the van. So the road trip will be delayed by a couple of months, but I'm going to be practicing presence and focusing on my Maui experience for now. So yeah, that's my little update. I think things are actually gonna get better. So back to doing projects. Alright, the next project on the list is gonna be to do something about the mold problem. I've been struggling with mold, fungus, I don't even know what, since the flood. And I've done a couple of these treatments since then, but definitely due for another one. Also due for just a complete flooring replacement. But that'll be for a different video. This video is just all of the little projects that I usually do behind the scenes, but I just want to show you guys what all goes into this, because it's a lot. You might be wondering, how are you gonna treat the mold? I'll show you. This bad boy. Not sponsored, by the way, but I will put a link below because it's a good device. These are called ozone generators, and basically ozone is like O3. You know, O2 is what we breathe. You've probably heard of the ozone layer. Ozone itself actually kills everything living that it touches. So bacteria, mold, bugs, humans, if you sit in the same room with it. So if you get one of these, make sure you evacuate your space. I opened up all of the things so the ozone will get in there and clean them out. There's different time amounts for like various amounts of square footage, cubic feet. I just like to do a solid treatment. The only possible downside to over treating an area is ozone degrades plastic and stuff and can like bleach fabric, but like I'd rather have pale fabric and brittle plastic than bugs and mold, so crank it. Oh, almost forgot my phone in there. Ah, I forgot to close the window. That wouldn't work. Wow, yeah, I can like smell it. It smells like bleach. So now we wait. It's been going for like an hour and it's like so full in the van that I can smell it from outside now, so I'm gonna turn it off and start airing it out. Don't mind my little fucking pajama short bloomers blowing in the wind. They used to be really cute and tight and I don't know what happened. They got stretched out, I guess. Yeah, that thing's blasted. If any of that mold was still alive, it's fucking dead now. I know I've spoken pretty violently about mold and bugs in the van, but there are sometimes little creatures that are very welcome to stay with me. Here is a praying mantis that I woke up to the other morning. It was laying in my tapestry like it was a little hammock. I left my door and windows open for a while to give it a chance to leave, but it ended up riding around with me for that entire day. Hey guys, update on the fridge. It's sold. Someone came and bought it right now, but that means that now there's a big gaping hole in the van again, which is the main reason why I got that fridge in the first place. So I'm thinking that I will use this space and turn it into shelves, which that's a big enough project that it's gonna be its own video. This video is dedicated to the silly little shit that I procrastinate. So next on that list is the ground strap for the battery. Don't mind the mess, by the way. My van is a wreck right now because I've got all of my paint and grinding shit for the rust repair project, which that video's popping the fuck off. The one first rust repair video I posted is at like 60 something thousand views already. It's been a week. But for the battery situation, I've got this little tender hooked up to it, plugged into the jackery, because it's been struggling to start. If you watch my shorts section, you've been seeing me and Rainbows replace all type of shit, really, and trying to really hone in on what the electrical gremlin is in this van. For some clarity on the timeline here, what I'm doing right now actually comes before all of these shorts that I know the diehard mooners have already watched. I recorded this video before I realized there was going to be a whole series of shorts about the electrical gremlin. A lot of people in the comments were like, it's probably your ground. And that's kind of confirmed now to be the electrical gremlin, because for the past week or so, if I jiggle the ground wire, sometimes that makes it start after having just clicked quite a few turns. The other thing that's been helping it start is connecting the tender, and then it starts right up, which it's not because of low battery. As you can see, the battery's full. I think it's the grounding situation. The van right now won't even start with the tender. I mean, maybe I jinxed myself. All I had to do was turn on the camera, and then of course it will work, because then I can't show you guys. Hear what sound it's making? Van on the fucking moon. Whatever. I'm gonna go build some shelves in that fridge hole. I've got a plan. Ew! Oh my god! And I hear sirens. The cops are on to me, guys. Hopefully you can't just see like in my butt right now. Fuck! I've got a surprise later in the video. I think you guys will like it, or you'll hate it. Okay, I finished the fridge delete project, which here's a clip of it looking fucking magic. So now I'm finally getting to the battery cable replacement that I'm dreading. I actually should have done this first before the fridge delete cabinet project, because throughout that project the van would not start. It was like every store that I tried to leave as I was gathering my supplies, I had to fuck with the battery to even move again. It would be so amazing if the van could start without the battery tender on it. Really, I should have done the battery cable project today. I did go buy the battery cable. It's in the van, but then I gotta hair up my ass to do this project. No! Guys, fuck. I don't know, I'm in a weird state today. I'm just ready to fucking go. Damn it. Which, by the time I post this video, that one surely is already out. So if you want to see that project, sorry. So if you want to see that project, it was big enough to deserve its own video. This, on the other hand, I'm hoping is a pretty quick and easy, just another one of my procrastinated projects for the road trip. I honestly hate touching the battery. I'm afraid I'm gonna get electrocuted, if I'm being completely honest. Over time I've gotten better, at it, but like, not my favorite thing. For the Vanagon batteries, it's behind the passenger seat, and you have to spin it around to access the battery compartment. And then you can get going. Gonna go ahead and protect this. Now this is the one that I extra hate touching, the red one. I saw my mom doing it one time, and she accidentally touched the side metal right here, and hella sparks came out. Okay, touch it. Fuck. This wrench is too big. Mine's too big also. Try this little adjustable one. I'm pretty limited on tools. Fuck, it's too close to that side part. Oh, I feel like I'm playing that game Operation or something. Oh, here it comes. I'm just ready to get this done. Alright, it's off of the terminal. Fuck, it's back on. Fucking surgery on a van. I'm gonna have to edit a lot of this out. This is taking way longer than it needs to, honestly. Battery is actually really heavy, guys. Come on! What the fuck? Get away from there! Ah, yes! Holy cow. Alright, look down in there. Nasty. I know, it's freaking... Okay, let's come from this way. Oh, that lighting's way better. Hello, guys. It's disgusting in there. The next step of this is gonna be unscrew that and then swap it out for this. Which this part should be way easier. Maybe this will actually fit on it. And there's no battery connected, so I don't have to worry about getting fucking electrocuted. The last person to screw this on was Rainbows, my big strong mate. It's really on there. Which, speaking of him, he taught me a trick where you can attach two wrenches together to get a more, like, leverage. Alright. Ah, you can't even see it. If you position two wrenches like this, you have a better lever. Oh, see, one hand, not even my dominant hand, left hand was able to unscrew it. You learned it here, then on the fucking moon. Okay, it's loose enough now for the one wrench maneuver. I really hope the van starts up easily after this. It'd be great if I had, actually I might have a wrench that size. Please fit, please. I would need one bigger. And of course it's the one I don't have. Or not a wrench, a ratchet. Which growing up in the Bay Area, ratchet was a very different term than it is regarding tools. If you know, you know. Woo. Yes! It's free! Yeah, this garbage. So fresh and so clean. No, shiny new connection. This was the problem on the other one. It just became so loose. Like, even with these touching, like if you saw that, I'll show you again. This is just like, the screw is as tight as you can get it, and the hole was still too loose because it's just so old and beat. She ratchet. This one now is nice, clean, fresh, tight. Hopefully long enough. Yeah. Fuck. It's time to put the battery back in there. Oh, wrong way. Ah, yeah. Alright, this time I'm given the red cable, the little blinky. Tucking it in. Rest well, sweet prince. Don't fucking touch the terminal till I say so. Everything is so sandy too. Like my legs are covered in sand. It's been so windy on the island. What the fuck? I'm not a fan of the Vanagon battery boxes. They're not even sized conveniently. Like a lot of batteries, you know, you'll see a common, you know, like, oh, size group 24. Like, you know, something common. I don't know what the fuck group size this is, but as I'm shopping for auxiliary batteries, it's a struggle to find lithium ion that'll fill this box without either having way much wiggle room or just not fitting at all. So if you have any recommendations on what size battery you use for your auxiliary battery compartment, help a girl out. Fuck. I think this needs to be pointed the other way because it's what's blocking the battery from going down. Alright, let's see if we can make this happen. Wish me luck, guys. Yes! Yes! Alright. I think it goes red first, and then black. Very carefully. This has a little rubber handle, so I'll use that as my push tool. This battery is just... Oh my god, I almost did something so stupid. I felt the electricity go through my finger. Alright, focus. Fuck. Holy shit. The battery for the camera died and it actually saved this time. Usually when my camera battery dies while I'm filming, that footage is just gone. There's so many videos where I got lost footage. This is a miracle. Oh, it popped off. I was so close for a second. Okay. Yes! Yeah, I'm there. I'm gonna call that good. somewhere there's a screw and a nut that goes to that. Here, right in the box it came in. My hands are shaking so bad. The things I do for this walking van. Wow, that fits so much better. That looks amazing. And the lights came on, so that's my sign. It's connected. Let's see what size this nut is. Oh, easy, a 13. I don't want to tighten it too much because then it'll end up all loose and weird how the old one got. I guess now we'll test out if the van starts. Lord, please, a gift from the universe. Oh, yeah. Oh, bless. That's the best it has started in months. Is this the thumbnail shot? Just exhaustion, bro. Fuck. You know, originally this project was gonna be titled something along the lines of like preparing for a cross-country road trip. And so it was gonna be all the projects getting ready for that, but I ended up having to do so many other little side quests of things I procrastinated that don't deserve their own video, that I guess this one's just gonna be like van life equals never-ending projects. Because isn't that the fucking truth? By the time I post this, I'll have posted so many other videos. The channel's going crazy right now. Every time I refresh, there's like more subscribers. The rust repair videos at like almost 80K. Like, this journey is in full effect now. It took me a long time to build it. There was many hours I spent hunched over at my laptop editing videos, not knowing if all of this work was ever gonna pay off. So now that it actually like is paying off, like I'm like getting money from YouTube. I stopped working at my other job. I'll still pick up shifts here and there, but for the most part, like, I'm a YouTuber now, and that's been a lifelong dream. So thank you all who have been coming to the live streams every Saturday morning, watching all the episode premieres. Like, you guys are who let this happen, and I so appreciate all of the mooners. It was I was losing hope there for a bit, but I'm back. By the time I post this, we'll probably be at like 10K at least, so we'll have a little celebration. Since this video is just a bunch of random projects anyway, I guess I might just call it here. Maybe next week I'll have finally gotten back to the rust repair. I did not get back to the rust repair because the van stopped working again. That sounds like shit. I spent all last evening reading through my Haynes manual, trying to figure out what the fuck could possibly be replaced next. I don't even know if I'm going in the right direction. We'll get this van started by the end of this fucking video if it is the last thing I do. I love you guys. Mooners, keep on mooning. Subscribe to all 5 of my YouTube channels. Live streams every Saturday morning over on Maui. Until next time, van on the fucking moon.